Hi, I'm Stephanie,
I'm Senta.
and we're sisters, and we are going to react to BTS doing Ddaeng, and then we're going to follow that by reacting to Ddaeng Explained by a Korean, so we can understand the meaning of it.
All right.
Now, here's the thing: I have seen both of these, but Senta has seen neither of these. Although, have you heard Ddaeng or not?
I've heard Ddaeng.
Okay, she's heard it. She's heard it, but she's never seen them perform it. And this is actually them performing it live from Prom Party.
And I think I've seen little clippies.
Oh yeah, it's hard to, you can't not see a clip. I mean, everyone puts a clip in everywhere. And then she's definitely not seen the explainer, so she doesn't know anything what the song's about at all. And I believe I have seen the explainer because I do know what the song's about, and I don't know why else I would know it. So I
think maybe you read the lyrics and were like, oh.
No.
Okay.
No.
Great.
No. I must have seen this explainer. Anyway, but you know, this is a great song, and I think a great performance too.
Okay. I like this red. Oh, it's a clock. Like, what is that red thing?
Love the fan.
Yeah. I like the outfit too.
Yes. Like shades and a fan and that outfit.
It is like I've gone traditional and non-traditional.
Exactly.
Ooh, I like their outfits. Are
Yes,
great.
that's great. The edges of
I
that.
love that
are good.
traditional Korean hat that Suga's got.
Oh yeah, that's really really cool. J-Hope's hair looks really good.
I was just thinking the exact same thing as I'm about to say it.
J-Hope's hair looks really good.
So
Yeah.
it's
official.
it's official. It's not even. It's an objective
Opinion.
opinion.
Yeah. I just love it when all the rap line get together and just gets all rappy with each other.
I also like all these cloud symbols along the inside rim of that clock.
Yes. We have such a good Irish spot except I don't spot.
These dramatic robes really
I
are great
know.
for when they turn around.
A fantastic performance.
Oh, it's like I like how that's turning to.
Yeah. The back thing. Circle thing. Oh, a wild bee.
Hello. He's like, I just came to join you.
Yeah. It's came to
Honorary rap line.
Exactly.
It's like, I'll just come and join the chorus here.
Exactly. Hearts off.
Is he even supposed to come on, or
I
he's
have
just
no
like,
idea.
you can't stop me, you're in the middle of a performance.
Yeah. Oh, nice fan work.
I like the pattern on that fan.
Yes. I love the way the voice, the rhythm of his voice right here.
Yeah, I've heard it. It's called a stutter rap.
Oh, is it?
Well, I saw that's it. I think I saw a clip and someone said they loved his stutter rap.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a real term. Because he is essentially just stuttering on each word.
Okay.
Beginning of it. Yay, my friend. Anything like that. Ooh, look at all the clouds came together back there. Ooh, and it closes a symbol.
And arm like threw it out his fan right at the end. Like
Yes.
she told everything you need to know about
Oops.
it. Oh,
Right.
okay. So that is. What do you think? Because it's your first
That was
time seeing
great.
it.
Also, on the freeze right here. I really like these blue lights in contrast
Yes,
to
yes.
that.
They really do a lot of work with color in all aspects of their
I have
staging.
no idea what this is about.
Which is why we need to watch the explainer next.
But I know that when I listen to it, I'm always like, it's a great thing. I was actually thinking this one would be good to share with my friends. Every once in a while, frankly, I just put up BTS videos hoping someone will ask me or be like, oh my gosh, let me learn more. And suddenly...
Where do you put them up?
Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just hoping that someone will get into it, and then I'll have somebody else I know besides Stephanie who's into it. So this is a good one for that, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Because with all the you wrong, me right.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know what's going on, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I love the rhythm of this, and I love how they change rhythm within lines. Because the rhythm behind it is kind of the same the whole time, but they rap differently on top of it.
Yeah.
In different verses, different sections. I really like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to watch it. This is explained by Korean, so we will understand what they are singing about. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I know you wanted this, so here we are. The rap line of BTS, RM, J-Hope, and Suga dropped a hip-hop track recently on their SoundCloud called Ddaeng. It's a song that has oriental and trap beat at the same time, and it's also a diss track sending messages to their haters. But the wordplay inside it is just amazing. For example, the title Ddaeng itself is used in multiple ways throughout the whole song. 18, 13, 38. These are all card combinations that come from a Korean card game called Senta or Hatu. 잠깐.
Ooh.
Simply think of them as the best combinations you can get during a game. For example, 3 and 8, which is called 38 Ddaeng, is the ultimate pair that
Those are
nothing
pretty
can
cards.
beat.
Those are really
Thus,
beautiful
the
cards.
first meaning of Ddaeng here would be translated into something like better or invincible.
Okay. Yeah.
Again in the chorus, the word Ddaeng is already used in 2 more different meanings. For these 2 lines, Ddaeng is used as the meaning of wrong, which originates from the imitation of a xylophone sound used in quiz shows or auditions when the participant is wrong or bad. For this line, Ddaeng is used as the sound of a bell, and it also comes from a children's song called 학교 종이 땡땡땡. Regarding J-Hope mentioning homework in the next verse, there's a very high possibility that this line implies the meaning of go to school, kids.
Hip-hop, Ddaeng, rap star, Ddaeng, young rapper, Ddaeng, 방탄, Ddaeng, potential, Ddaeng, worldwide, Ddaeng.
The first lines of J-Hope's verse describe the criticism they received in the early ages about their hip-hop or rap style, or BTS being a flop. However, in the next lines, he explains that now they've become a worldwide bang from a Ddaeng.
True.
내가 보기에 너네는 땡. 우리 모두가 땡. 누가 끝발이 좋든 간에 나는 땡 전혀 상관 안 해.
It kind of gets trickier in Suga's verse. The usage of Ddaeng is suddenly changed without any notice. The first Ddaeng indicate the meaning of wrong or no, but when he says 누가 끝발이 좋든 간에, he suddenly jumps into the card game again. Goodbar is an everyday slang word for power/influence. When you see a very successful person, you would say something like, "Wow, 끝발 죽이네," or "끝발 날리네." This everyday slang word's origin comes from the card game Senta again. Good is a combination of cards equivalent to 1 point to 9
card
points.
deck.
It's the most common pairs you will receive during a game.
Tiny cards, though.
In contrast, a Ddaeng is above all goods.
Easy to carry for time.
I mean, are normal
So
cards
that's
not
what
hard to
Suga
carry?
is saying in his last lines. 나는 땡 전혀 상관 안 해.
No card size,
Which
I mean.
means I'm a Ddaeng and I don't care about you lower class goods. So one more thing before we go into Arm's verse. Good has the same sound as good. Yeah. And this good means the end. Suga ends his verse by saying 계속 걱정해주길 good. It could be a double translation as continue worrying about us low pointers, losers, and continue worrying about us, the end. I'm out. Mic drop.
My face was swollen the next day after I ate ramen.
Is the
There you
apex
go.
of this whole song. It's because in one single verse, he uses 7 different usages of Ddaeng.
Yikes.
First line,
Ddaeng.
Hesho Demontori Ddaeng, is literally the sound of the cashier opening, which could also imply that he has a lot of money now. And the second line, 어릴 적 좋아함 얼음 땡, is a Korean version of tag. It's when kids run away, they shout 얼음, which is freeze, to get immune from the catcher, and then another survivor can come along and tag the frozen person, saying 땡, which unleashes him from the frozen state. And third, 난 딩동, 넌 땡, means I'm correct and you're wrong. And fourth, 넌 칠끝, 난 땡, is again referenced from the card game. You might be a 7-pointer, but I'm above that tier. Fifth, 라면 먹고 잔 얼굴 땡, comes from the expression 땡땡 부었다. It's a fun way to describe your face is swollen after you've eaten ramen last night. 6. 떨거지들 do your thing, 날 봐, 난 네 everything. RM is now playing with language now. The pronunciation of Ddaeng is similar to thang, which is the slang of thing in English. Last but not least, 7th, 네가 쩔어, 멋져, 겨울탱. RM finally uses another similar sound, tang, to make it rhyme with Ddaeng. 얼탱이 없다 is a slang for 어이가 없다, which means dumbfounded.
어이가 없네.
Phew, so basically I would summarize this song as genius wordplay and rhythmical
He was dumbfounded.
onomatopoeia. The repetitive Ddaeng sound makes the song much more rhythmical and addictive, whereas the various meanings of Ddaeng constantly changing throughout the song make it hard for foreigners or average people to understand.
Yeah, it was
But
a
at
lot
the
of
same time,
nuance.
makes it
Yeah,
genius
and-
for a rap lyric.
Yeah. We celebrate rather than being a celebrity. This line shows BTS's attitude or mentality of being a celebrity in a nutshell. It's not about being special or enjoying the spotlight. It's about sharing and returning the love they received by celebrating together.
True.
Accurate.
이름값 하는 개구리들 우물 안에 죽기를. This is a reference from a Korean saying called 우물 안 개구리, which means a frog is stuck in a well and he thinks that well is his whole world. Thus, he's very narrow-sighted and he thinks he's the best inside that small world. 개구리 usually just means frog, but in this case, I think there's a hidden double meaning inside it, saying 개구리다, which is a slang for fucking lame or foul. I think RM is addressing to the haters in Korea who think they're the best with their own lame songs in this small country. He's saying they should die in this small well called Korea without even having the opportunity to see the big world outside, where BTS is now using as a stage. Last but not least, as a director's commentary, I would like to point out the fact that despite this song being a diss track, there is actually no real hate or toxic cursing inside, but rather BTS chooses to play around playfully with the word Ddaeng in a teasing manner and swaggering about their current success. For me, this is the point that sets apart this song from all other diss tracks. Low negativity, but comic and satirical high self-esteem.
Yeah. I do love the musical background to that song as
Yes,
well.
exactly. That's a wonderful
Stop
background.
that. I think it's so funny that they have memorialized the fact that your face swells after eating
know.
ramen in the song, because I swear to God, the day after I did my ramen taste test,
Yes.
I was like, what's happening to my eyes? Because when my face swells, my eyes, I can really see it because I don't really have a lot of eyelid situation going on. I was like, what is happening?
So it really is a true thing that happened to you.
Like, my vision felt a little impaired by how swollen my eyes were.
That much?
I was like, well, I just noticed it really quickly.
Well, I wonder what is it called? Is it sodium that causes that?
I have to guess so, because I have had that other reaction to other
Okay.
foods before, where I'm like, oh, my eyes feel swollen the next day,
Okay.
like so that it's harder for me to see.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. I can still see. It's just there's like a little encroaching in the top. But I was like, oh, I think my face swelled up from that ramen, and now here it is. Just don't worry about it. It's a common thing.
It's a common
Everybody's
thing.
face.
It's so common there's a saying for it.
Apparently, if you eat ramen nonstop like BTS, you're still gonna have it. So.
Well, particularly the swollen gets before bed. If you eat before bed.
Yes, I didn't
Particularly.
realize it the same night,
Yeah.
but maybe that's because we went to a party later and I ate a lot of food and I don't know what was happening.
What I love about this is this explainer is because I would not have gotten all these nuances.
They sound like geniuses to me. I've got to
Yes,
be
I know.
honest.
I'm gonna be honest too.
You know, this is the fun of a language like Korean, I think, where there are so many meanings to words and also sounds that, you know, it sounds like there's a lot of wordplay. We have puns, obviously, but I feel like maybe ours are more limited because I know BTS is always making like puns and
syllable poems,
and I'm like, can we get in on this action, or is this sort of more of a Korean language thing where there's more opportunity?
Right. Because in English we have rhymes, of course, but
and we do have puns.
Right, we have rhymes.
But a lot of it's like 1, 2.
1, 2. Exactly. Not only that, but also we don't have a lot of puns in rap. I don't think. In other words, in rap, I think it's mostly just rhymes.
Oh, I'm not. This isn't rap. I'm just thinking about I went to a poetry slam one time, and the best sort of pun is sort of in poetic setting. I heard I think he said, put some quarters on my eyes when I die so I can see my change before the end.
Oh, that's good.
Or can see some change before the end. And I was
That's
like,
really
oh, man! So that would be sort of like this,
Yes,
where
that's it.
where you use a pun not for funniness, but to be like, oh,
You know what?
snap. And I know there's some...
No, rap does have some of that. It's
Yeah.
like, if you don't think of it as puns, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It has some of that wordplay. Yeah.
Yeah, wordplay, and certainly
Yeah.
poetry slams, I think, have
Yeah.
a lot of that.
Yeah, but I think a lot of rap in English has wordplay, but the wordplay is not so much about word having the same meaning, but about like using a metaphor to create a different situation. In other words, it'll be a whole sentence or a phrase that's a metaphorical situation for something else. There'll be a clever twist on it, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure so often, because we don't have that many
Yeah.
words in English that mean two different things, you know.
I mean, too, it wasn't just like the actual literal meanings of it, but it was also referencing a bunch of stuff that you would know if you're in the culture.
Exactly.
That other people wouldn't know. Like, I wouldn't have imagined that is a sound that people associate with someone getting something wrong on a game show.
I know. But you know, but now that we know all the all the sort of Korean cultural meanings, it makes perfect sense that they staged their live performance the way they did.
Oh yeah, with,
you know, wearing some traditional
Korean dress.
clothes, clearly having some traditional symbols on the clock thing in the back, the fan.
Yeah.
You know, the traditional Korean hat, etc. You know, it makes sense that it is a sort of not internal, but it is a sort of, you know, in reference type.
Yeah.
Rap.
And the only thing is, I would say, in reference to what he said, it was explaining about the frog in the well, and he was saying that the well was sort of maybe Korea, and but while they're out there in the wider world, I would say also maybe based on some other things they've said, probably in terms of if it's like being short-sighted because you're in a small area and thinking, well, I'm a big deal here. I would think it's also something like the rap world. The narrow definition of, dying out well, thinking this is what rap is, this is all it is, and we stay here, and if you have this level of success, you're a sellout. If you do different things with rap and hip-hop, you're a sellout, blah, blah, blah. And maybe having a smaller audience, and in general, not just like internationally or whatever, but just like stay in your narrow definition of what this music is, because we're here to be artists and do things, and we have a bigger view of the world, and we're going to explore it all.
And are open to more things.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that's actually really makes a lot of sense about that, because it does tie into what they've said.
Yeah.
Previously. Anyway, you feel educated about Ddaeng?
I do. These explained by Korean videos are great. I have
They're
to say
super
that.
helpful.
Very helpful.
They're super helpful, and as I mentioned before, I had these before, but there's no way I would have remembered all these meanings. So I'm so glad I just watched this again because there's a lot of meanings
You know
in
what?
this.
I think once he was explaining, I realized I actually had looked up these lyrics, and I had been confused because that frog in the well one, I was like, frog in the well? I hope you die there. What the?
All right.
I was like, okay.
Okay.
Because I thought I was like, whoa, what do you have? A frog dies in a well. Okay. But now it makes perfect sense.
Okay. Now I feel like you're running around the streets being like,
Felt like,
hope you die in that
I was
well,
like,
frog.
nature, the nature lover. Why would you want a frog to die in a well?
But why would you?
Why would you?
Exactly.
All right.
Yes, so that was great. I really enjoyed it. And please feel free to watch our other reactions. We've done other ones all over Up and Down BTS.
Yeah, we have our BTS Roundup news show where we
Yes.
talk about recent BTS news.
And you can find links for that in the description.
Yes, like, subscribe,
And comment.
share.
And share.
All right.
I would never say share. Share too.
Share.
Share.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is
All
caring.
right, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.